Hello YouTubers, I hope you enjoy it, but today is the set of the year! Yes, of 2023, yes. It's a very interesting year this year. There was a lot of projects, lot more projects than the last year one. I think it's also, Konami was just trying to get back to things because they missed out a lot of projects during the pandemic, so they're trying to sort of make it stock up for this year, then the next year there might be not so much, so that's what they're doing at the moment, so which is cool. Let's get to it. So the first thing of the year was Amazing Defenders. And guess what? This deck, all three archetypes have won YCSs somehow. This has been one of the best sets of the year. So we got, we had, at the time, we had Purely, which is just it's like called the little kitty deck. It doesn't play very many monsters. It only has 6 main deck monsters it did, and loads of quick play spells. So it didn't really do too much to my understanding. I was thinking, ugh. Then Makongo somehow won the YCS, the smallest one of the year, with only 230 players, so 800 players, so that's not even. It was almost a regional, so it was almost a big regional level. Then you have race of one YCS, so all one in some way or some form, yes, which is cool. Oh, and stuff. They're all being assessed for they're three of the best sort of decks in the moment. So, which is cool and quite handy. Yes. This one got a good 7. Good overall. Not my favourites. Yeah, and you will see why. Photon Hyper! This was made it kind of almost made a tier 0 for 6 months of the form with cash in the format very much. And then we went into sort of a tier Shifu sort of bit. Well, it was after tier Shifu, we went to a cash sort of format, which was a bit disgusting playing, a bit horrible because playing against Rise Heart means you have to main deck for the Rise Heart out, and all that was absolutely disgusting. It was one of those packs, it was a bit of a nothing pack almost, but it was almost you had to out the Rise Heart. Every time you try to out it before you even got playing. In some decks you couldn't do that. They're trying to support other anime decks too, like Super Heavy and Photons and other stuff too, which was cool. But Cash kind of won out at the end, which is a shame. But hey ho, these things kind of happen in this set. That's why this set is not very good and not very quite disappointing with it. So I'll give it like a 6. Then we had the Trap Trick Strategy Deck. Yes, this was the first Strategy Deck of the year. So, Trap Tricks were kind of in a weird situation. It's good to go Strategy Deck. It was sort of a hand one. It was quite cool. It was nice to have Sarah reprint and other stuff. The Trap Tricks was cool. But I didn't like I'm not a big trap heavy person, so that's why I didn't pick the deck up. That was one of those decks I didn't pick up most of the time, which is cool, which is a shame. But I think we learned our lesson, and look, it hasn't done very much. Yeah, it's been sort of, it's been the weakest one. So it's almost like a 5 almost, so which is a shame. But hey ho. Then we have the Maze of Memories. This sort of bring back some great cards, some nice reprints, and then it brought some nice custom made cards for Gate Guardian and stuff, and some other imports, which is cool. Some more Pyro stuff and some like Dual Cavity, and there's some Bloodlust Soldier support. There's some Gate Guardian support in this, and then there was some nice reprints with the Fleur and stuff, which is cool. This set was very good and very powerful. It was good what it done for the deck, and now these decks are getting more noticeable again and stuff, and some nice reprints. This one was a decent 7.5. It was a good set overall. Yep. Now we had Chaos. Then we had Chaos Storm. Cyberstorm Access. This set was very good. This set was very weird because it only had like 5 cyber support. So this is sort of they're trying to help the Link brains, but they couldn't think what to do with it. So they throw just like 5 cards in the last 5 minutes. But it was pretty good. What they put in it was pretty good and pretty handy. It was alright set. It was not the greatest. It was sort of in the middle. It's better than Photon Hyper in a lot of ways, but in a more collectible set and a more anime sort of set. So, this one was much better in a lot of ways. It was much better than Photon Hyper earlier in the year, so that was good. And then we got Wild Survivors. So we have 3 builder decks this time we did. Also, we had the Hungry Burger deck, which is the most fun deck, and the most funniest deck. Yep. Then we have the Vanquished Soul, which is doing okay now. It almost won the YCS, by the way. It almost won the YCS. So, and now it's not been so good. And then we have the new Dinosaur support. So the new Dinosaur support's been very interesting. It hasn't done too much yet, so maybe they're not noticing it so much. And Vanquished Soul nearly won the YCS. This deck's been the best, and then the Hungry Bag was quite funny and what it does and stuff. This builder deck set was alright. It had one deck was okay in the OCG, and that's why that card got build up a bit, so that's why that deck feels like it's been straw printed, but it's not. So I'll give this one a 6. Then we had the Battle Legend Monsters Revenge set. This set was quite interesting. It had like things like Zeus reprinted and other stuff. It's not as been good as other Battle Legends. I think it was the time. It was just sort of just before Euros, so. And the cards that were printed were not the greatest and stuff, so, but there were some decent cards and stuff, which is cool, quite handy and sort of stuff. It was okay. It's not great this year. It was a good 6.5, so which is cool and quite handy. And then we had Duel's Exes. Duel's Exes has done better than a lot of the stuff. There was only 3 this is sort of brings Unchained to the format. Unchained were like sort of this rogue deck. No one sort of cared what we were going second with and stuff. And now it's like one of the best decks of all. It even won a YCS this year, which changed the way Unchained's played now. Well, it's still played the same, but it's much better now. And it was. So it's fixed a lot of their issues with Unchained, which is cool and quite handy. It fixes a lot of the main core problems and stuff, which is cool. Quite handy and stuff, which is good. And there was other stuff too. There was them Vanadium sort of stuff, which is quite cool, quite handy. Yeah. There was some good stuff in this set too, so, yeah. Then we had the Legendary Duelist Soulburner Volcano. This was the Fire Legendary set. Yes, it had Summoning Ray, it had Volcanics, and then it had Summoning Ray, Volcanics, and then there was another fire deck. I can't remember what it was. So, okay. So it was a pretty good set overall. Oh, some stuff was quite handy, but not as good as it was. The mechanic stuff was good. It fixed a lot of problems with the mechanic stuff, but they're still suffering from the same sort of problems at the moment. A slightly different problem, and the other one I can't really remember so much because it was so far ago. So the problem with this year was there's been a lot, and then the rest of the year. Yes, as you can see, there was a lot more product than there should have been this year. So there was quite a lot of product. So we had the Red Dragon Arch theme. Structure deck again, so no, we had that this time. This was the anime sort of structure deck. This was pretty good. One of the very good structure decks. It was one of those structure decks you got just because you want to play an engine in Horus Abyssials, so it was quite cool. There was Red Dragon Archery sort of deck, and you can use that engine in the deck too, which is quite cool and quite unique and stuff. Then we have the Remedy Collection, which basically was a reprint set, upgrade everything and stuff, which is quite cool. And it upgraded everything, so everyone wanted to upgrade their rarities of some certain cards and old cards and stuff, which is quite cool, quite handy. Then we had the Mega Teens. Then we had the Mega Teens third. So Mega Teens done the same as they always do, was nice reprint set and stuff. It's just pretty much the same. Dark World Structure was this year, but I couldn't find the space, so I put it here, which is cool, quite a good structure. This was sort of very early, but it still kind of counts. It was before 2023, so I'll count it in my rulebook, yeah, which is quite cool, quite handy. It was a very good set, very good structure. It's done one of the best, I'll say, at the moment. So, and then we have the Age of Overlords, which was very good, very powerful set. That's the best set at the moment. I would say that was the best set of the year, with the Hero Ace supporting them a bit, with the with the Demon Stars and all that, and then you had some of the the Endymion sort of support and all sorts. Really, you had a load of good support for other decks too. You had somehow Pendulum there. You had Light Zark and Light Worm and those sort of cards. Yep, and then you had the Value Smasher, which was another builder deck set and stuff, which is quite cool. Oh, if you can see it in the corner, which is quite cool, quite handy what it done. So none of the decks have not done anything apart from Centurion, the top 64 in the YCS. And then the Viking structure deck done the same as Centurion, and it's just against tie. It's not even full power yet. So that one's more of a future one. So I think we have okay. Overall, all this is like a 10. This is like a 9. And then the others are, that's a 9.5 then. Then the Mega Teens were 8. 2 structure decks were both 9s. And then the last pack was about a 6. About a 7. 8. So the Dark World structure has been pretty well. So hope you enjoyed the show today. Subscribe and watch show. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Yep. Hope you enjoy all those. Don's done very well weekend. I won 2-0 against Forest Green Rovers, the vegan team, but then he bombed the second from bottom, so me and Kay are doing quite well. Unfortunately, I got the Dodgers in the new year, so hope you enjoyed about the show today. Peace, everyone. Good luck and doing, everyone. And oh, I've done very well. Better I came 9th for the last locals of the year, so hope you enjoyed about the show today. Peace, everyone. Good luck and doing, everyone.